All right, let's see what it do. All right, what we want to talk about today is putting group economics in action using investment clubs. So I just want to run through an example of how uh, one real estate investment club could generate business for themselves. So this is a this is not when I say a real estate investment club, that's just even no matter what type sort of club it is, whatever your focus is, it should involve three asset classes. Obviously, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Then we move to real estate and then businesses as well. So your investment club may be involved in all three or one individual component of this wealth building process. Here's an example of an investment club where the members make money. So let's say you are a wholesaler, real estate wholesaler. Then you are searching for deals across the United States, looking for investment properties that investors would consider a good deal. So you stepping in with equity, well as you bird dog these deals throughout the nation, you find some of those opportunities that fit the investment club's requirements. Then that's another client for you to be searched for. You're searching for if you can find the underwriting requirements, because the club itself has all of the professionals that are required to play their part to make sure that the deal goes through. And you'll understand as we go forward. So the wholesaler will have more wholesale deals that they will be able to do per year, simply because they're part of this club, because they're the wholesaler in the club. And so then let's say you're a realtor in the club. Well, you will be consistently handling real estate transactions for the club. And just because some of the deals come in through a wholesaler, well, many deals come from realtors. So that's just another client that you are in search of properties for that fit a certain number of requirements. You find those requirements and you know that this property is potential for the club. So not only are you gaining equity, you're gaining, I mean, because of the club, if the club flourishes, you flourish, but you also have a built-in client. If you find a deal, they can't tell you no, it fits the requirements. So this is what the club is about doing. It's about doing business. So you are, and so through the process of even working with the club, you're involving with a lot of outside contacts, which lead to generate outside business that the club couldn't even participate in. So that's more lead generation for you and more client for you. So let's say you're a mortgage broker in the club. There's all going to be constant need for bridge loans, construction loans, mezzanine loans, refis, uh, and so that uncovers business for the club itself. You're going to always need to get a HELOC. They're going to be fix and flips for members of the club, and maybe for the club's account itself. But they'll be able to handle. You'll have a built-in mortgage broker that can handle those transactions for you. So then, let's say you're a contractor in the club. Well, obviously, there's going to be a lot of properties that need upgrading, and this is what the club needs to do: is inject value into the club. The wholesaler found you an investment property, a property that you could buy low and inject value and sell high, or even buy and inject value, refinance and hold for income. All sorts of strategies that your club is going to have, but part of it is going to require a contractor. So, and it's going to need ongoing maintenance and construction just to keep the properties flowing. And so then let's say you're a project manager in the club. Well, the projects that are going to be need or have going to need to be overseen and managed, even if in part from afar, that project manager is the one who's going to know how to be the central point and communicate with all of the um, outside vendors and contractors, and keeping everything together and doing all the magic that project managers do. But it's definitely, you realize you needed it once you need it, and they require the flexibility. Some of the projects are going to need a lot of flexibility, a lot of long range um, management, and a lot of micromanagement from long range and from close up. Maybe they need to fly to another city just to go check. Someone has to be the project managers, and depending on how big or small your club is taking this. But then let's say you're a property manager in the club. So obviously, the buy and hold properties are going to need to have a property manager. Again, property managers are going to it's going to be a new client for a property manager. That's more income, obviously, and then it's also a way that the you can uncover business for the club. If the property manager has clients that are ready to dump their properties, maybe that property manager could get their client to give a good deal, give a good price, and with the knowledge that the club is ready with the financing right away. And so then let's say you even have a landscape artist in the club. Well, that landscape artist is part of the curb appeal, part of the fix and flip, part of the beautification, part of the injecting the value that is going to increase the equity. Increasing the equity increases the asset value of the club. So simply having an on-hand landscape artist that makes their regular contributions to the club, but is in on the projects to inject value. You need, this is how you know this, and again, these people are not being shortchanged. They're getting paid just like regular service providers. And one of the essential components, though, of injecting the value was increasing the curb appeal and just the physical, the landscaping of the property. So a landscape artist can help you in that way. Just let's say you think outside the box and say you had a swimming pool contractor that was in your club. Well, now you have access to build pools in with under favorable terms and conditions, even for the outside. All of those professionals that I just spoke of are now in the hunt for opportunities for members of their club. If they come across properties where value can be injected through a pool, they have a go-to person to even increase their value to their clients by having these connections that will contact them, call them back, because they know it's all about businesses. Members of the club are about business. And this could add value to not just the other professionals, but obviously to the pool construction company itself. But they will also be on the hunt for properties that they could inject value by inserting one of their pools and bring those opportunities to the club. If those properties they find fit the underwriting requirements of the club, and they know that their contribution could be into putting in this pool, and they know they're going to get paid, and by offering a discount or some other ancillary benefit, that's even better. And so remember that the payment for all of these service providers, each one of them, can be received through escrow as a percent of the project's profit, and as regular services that are paid in escrow. And so the framework of the whole economics of their club could generate enough business for them all to remain profitable and busy just providing services to the club, if they were all actively in search of opportunities for the club, which in turn would be opportunities for each other's individual business. Just something for you to think it through when you realize the benefits of investment clubs and how they could implement group economics. Thanks for listening. We'll talk more later.